2137 Pacific Highway, one of San Diego's most recognized and beloved landmarks. It greets all plane travelers upon landing at Lindbergh Field. Its colorful, luminous glow of neon is unmistakable. It is one of San Diego's best examples of commercial Art Deco, streamlined modern architecture. Streamlined modern reflects its era's obsession with rapid travel, whether it be train, plane, ship, or automobile. Fat City, Tops Nightclub embraced all of those. Built in the early 1940s, it is situated directly across from the old fish cannery where the Spirit of St. Louis was built. Besides its proximity to the harbor and train line, it has always been one of the prominent landmarks to travelers on historic U.S. Highway 101, San Diego's main drag from north to south before Interstate 5 was built. Streamlined architecture speaks of the optimism and determination of a society when its future was very much in doubt. Great Depression, followed by Pearl Harbor and Blitzkrieg, created a world of uncertainty, but it was countered by the resiliency of freedom-loving people. Tops Nightclub helps mark the history of San Diego's World War II population boom. It provided the swelling population of servicemen, factory workers, and fishermen a much-needed evening of diversion from daily challenges. Examples of the architecture that represents our greatest generation has become rare in San Diego. Fat City Tops Nightclub is the last example of a commercial building along the harbor's historic U.S. Highway 101, representing the generation that saved our world from fascism. Pacific Square, gone. The previous Anthony's Fish Grotto, gone. Tower Bowl, just off the highway at Broadway, gone. Losing the last of these great buildings along the Embarcadero impacts the historic fabric of this neighborhood. It also means losing a prominent contributing element to a state-designated historic highway. Not only would it be an impact to that historic resource, Solar Turbine has said the proposed project will have a severe impact on their 80-year-old operation, thus potentially endangering a very historic site as well. Also lost would be the architectural link with two remarkable individuals, Yale Kahn and Tom Fatt. Yale Kahn helped spearhead the transformation of San Diego in the wake of the post-World War population boom, a city that started to think big. Yale Kahn provided a caliber of entertainment that was previously only found in Hollywood. Kahn became the fulcrum around which all San Diego dinner nightclub entertainment revolved. He ran Bradley's at Horton Plaza, Chuck Wagon restaurants at Midway Drive, El Cajon Boulevard, and one down the street from Tops, Chuck Wagon 101. He later made that into a club called Barbary Coast. He also ran Claremont Bowl and the Circle Arts Theater. Fat City Tops Nightclub could well be the best, if not the last remaining site associated with the man the Union Tribune touted as having earned his place in San Diego history. Under Kahn, Tops became a favorite hangout for San Diego politicians and decision makers. The power meeting lunch or dinner was famous here not only in association with Kahn, but with Tom Fatt as well. 1977. Tops Nightclub was boarded up and dilapidated. The opening of Interstate 5 caused a decline in commercial prosperity along Pacific Highway. Tom Fatt rescued this building at a time when no one else was saving streamlined buildings. It was typical of the time to scrape away and rebuild. Instead, just as his father had done in Sacramento years before, Tom Fatt implemented a plan for adaptive reuse and rehabilitation to an existing structure long before such standards existed. Clearly, the idea wasn't to damage the deco character of the building. In fact, he installed nearly a mile of neon to accentuate the building's streamlined character. His effort won him a San Diego Orchid Award. For those of us who have lived in San Diego long enough to remember when state-designated Historic Highway 101 was the main drag along the harbor, we of course are aware of changes made to the building. You will hear that those changes have left the building without character-defining features. That is not true. A comparison of new and historic photos help highlight those features. The building's grand entrance before and after Tom Fat. Streamlined horizontal raking outlined in neon. The streamlined curvilinear design. Stacked Art Deco glass cubes behind a vertical metal frame. And the original vertical side fluting is intact. The same character-defining features are intact along the side as well. Although the tower has been reconstructed, it better resembles the original than previous changes. The basic form, outline, and roof levels from the viewscape of the historic highway are still very recognizable through all the changes. Mitigating considerations should be taken into account when evaluating this building's integrity. According to SHPO Wayne Donaldson, Fat City is an iconic landmark especially visible with its bright neon to visitors flying into Lindbergh at night. As a commercial building, change does occur. Its integrity shouldn't be evaluated the same as if it were a private residence. Consider the equal if not greater integrity issues that have faced a list of iconic San Diego landmarks. Casa de Bandini Cosmo Hotel, covered in modern stucco, chicken wire, and kitsch, almost unrecognizable by the 1980s. El Cortez Hotel, part Spanish Revival, part mid-century modern. The Tower Bar, clearly a beloved landmark to the residents of City Heights. It was rehabilitated to a period of significance all the way into the 1980s. Santa Fe Depot, completely missing its front end, as well as much of the rear end. Skate World, important to the development of its community, completely missing its original breezeway entrance, and it has non-historic facades. Changes we've seen equal to or greater than Tops, and the history at Tops is no less important. The city staff analysis and the commission report fail to mention or take into account one very important consideration: Fat City Tops Nightclub as an integral part of the community of Little Italy. The building is connected to the development of this community by representing a time and place when the fishing industry was an important component of San Diego's economy. The link is through its prominence as an entertainment venue serving a community of Italian fishermen and their families. The oral histories from this community are rich with stories associated with Tops Nightclub, about it being their choice for entertainment and community events, such as numerous wedding receptions. Besides being one of the last and best architectural links to an important period of San Diego history, it is part of the heart and soul of this community. It is linked to the lives of San Diego Italian families who call this place their top choice.